Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite romances that I think you guys should read. But before I do that, I want to share with you my current read, and I'm reading Revive Me Part 3, The Apology by J.L. Seegers. I'm reading it on my Kindle. I'm almost done, y'all, and it's like, I hope that they get their happy ending. I've been reading this series for a while now. It's only 3 books in this particular series, Revive Me, and this is the last one. I'm like 80% done, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish it today, y'all. Pray for me, because I really hope they get their happy ending. And if you hear the wind outside, sorry, it's windy as heck today, and it sounds like a fucking tornado out there. But anyways, that's my current read. Let's get on to these romances, because I'm excited to talk about them. Okay, so first we have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Paulson. If you've been watching for a little bit, you know how much I love this book. Love this book down. Look at my tabs. It's pretty much about this woman. She's living in her aunt's apartment. Her aunt had passed away and she inherited her apartment. And she's known since she was little. Her aunt kept telling her the apartment's a magical place. It's this magical place. And one day she goes into her apartment and there's a man in there. She's like, what the f is going on? He's like, your aunt let me subletted her apartment to me for the summer. And, you know, to her, she's like, my aunt's dead. And she happened to walk into her apartment 7 years in the past. And, oh, I love this book so much. It's like I've been wanting to pick it up and reread it. I'm trying to wait for the summer because it just gives me that vibe. I don't know why. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I've never laughed, blushed, teared up. Like, this gave me all the emotions and I loved it so much. And it was such a fast read. Loved it, loved it, loved this down. Like, if you don't listen to me, well, you should read all the books I'm telling you to read today. But dang, this one, loved it. And all these were 5 stars, I believe. I think I gave every single one of these books a 5-star. We have Snow King Catches His Snowflake by A.E. Valdez. One thing you have to know about me, this is an A.E. Valdez stan account. I'm standing 10 toes down on that woman, on her books. And this one was so good. It was a cute short novella. I just recently read it in December. And it's pretty much about this woman, Noelle, right? Because, you know, I also forget about the books right after I read them, but these stuck with me. Noelle, she just broke up with her, I don't know if it was her fiance or just her boyfriend, but she just got out of a breakup, needed to get on a trip to get away for the holidays. What's the man's name? Snow also, I don't want to say that, I kind of feel like it spoils it, but he's also going on a trip as well for the holidays. And there's like a mishap with the reservations. They get stuck in the same cabin, and from there it's just history. So this was so cute, so beautiful. Like I said, it's another short book, so you'll get through it fast. Love this one. Down. I'm gonna say that about all of them, so get ready. Next we have Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Now y'all know anything Kennedy Ryan writes, it's gonna be great. And she writes romance so good. She also, this book is a little bit heavy. It talks about grief in such a beautiful way though. Like, I've never experienced the type of grief this character, what's her name? Yasmin experiences. But it's so good. It's second chance romance. What was I about to say? A divorced couple that finds their way back to each other. It's just so good. I haven't read this in a while. I feel like I read this 2 years ago. Like, when did this come out? I don't know. This is like one of the very first Kennedy Ryan. I think this is the first Kennedy Ryan book I've ever read. And it was like 2 years ago that I read it. It was so good. I'm planning on rereading it like in 2 more months before her other one comes out. This Could Be Us. But I can't wait to reread this. It was so beautiful. Like I said, check the trigger warnings because it is a little bit heavy, but so good. Now, y'all know I have to talk about A.E. Valdez again. If I had her whole series physically with me, I would show you all of them, which you should just go look up anyways. All I've Wanted, All I've Needed. This book right here, if I don't find another one, I probably won't, but this is my favorite romance book, hands down. I had to get the physical copy. What did I just do? I really love her whole series. What is the name of the series? Hold, please. I thought this was a series, which I'm pretty sure it is. You can read it all separately. It's like an interconnected standalone, but this one's the first one. Oh, I love this book so much. Harlow and Ace. No, I didn't get the tattoo for this, but it just so happened anyways, oh, I love this book so much. I haven't read this one in a long time either. I really don't want to tell y'all about the book too much. There's just two people, I would say enemies to lovers, but I don't think they were really enemies. They just had a little back and forth and then fell for each other. Oh, the way this man treats this woman. Oh, it was so like Asen. How y'all be doing, hearts? Anyways, if I keep saying this, if you didn't listen to me do this, but everything I told you to read today, just read it. Fortified water. Or if you really want a good romance, read any of these books and you'll have a great time. But this one's the first in her series. I do recommend reading this in order. Now, when I first started, I didn't read this in order. I read the fourth book first, called A Worthy Love, which is also great. But it's the last book in a series. You don't really get anything spoiled per se. But if I were y'all, I would just read it in order, which is this one, the second one, Colliding with Fate, the third one, It's Their Story Again, but what's it called? Girl, like I got the the Beginning of Forever, and then the fourth one's A Worthy Love. I want to say this is her first book ever, like published. I could be lying to you, but I want to say it is, and it's the first book I read of hers. Like I said, or second book, because I read A Worthy Love. This one's my number one. I should have saved it for last, but it doesn't really matter. Read all of them. Read this one. Let me know if you guys read this one, because we'll be besties. We have Miss Kennedy Ryan again. Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This is the first book of the Hoop series. Is that what it's called? The Hoop series? I believe so. I don't realize how big these books are because I've read them all on my Kindle. Loved this one. Now, this is also a heavy one. So going into it lightly, it doesn't even show in the back what's going on as far as what you need to look out for. So I would say look up the trigger warnings before you read this one as well, because this one is a little heavy. But like I said, Kennedy Ryan, she knows how to write heavy books in such a lighthearted way. Even if you've gone through it. I'm just assuming, because I haven't. I feel like you can get through it and really appreciate the way she writes it. See, she has content warnings in the front of her books too. So it was just so good. August West. I haven't read the third one yet, and I keep saying I need to because I heard Keenan, I forgot his name in that one, is the best out of all of them. But oh my god, the way August is so I could scream thinking about these books, because you should see me listening to, because I read them on my Kindle and listened to them on audio. I'm at work screaming, gushing, blushing because of the way August treat this woman. Such a good one. Again, look at the trigger warnings for all these books. Not really, I'm sorry, just the ones I told y'all to look up. Don't know what I'm talking about. We have Revive Me Part 2 by J.L. Seegers. I just brought up Part 2 because I don't have Part 1. Really, it's the whole series. I haven't even finished it, and this is how much I love it because I'm telling you about it. Also tabbed it up because I love this one. Oh, Mallory and Chris. It's really a back and forth between these two characters for the whole 3 books, and it's really hurting my soul because I need them to have their happy ending in this third one. I'm letting y'all know right now, they're not gonna have their happy ending in the first one or the second one, just to get out that way. But it's still so good. Talks about grief in the... Is it this one? I think it talks about grief in the second book. The first one, not so much. I can't even remember for real, but I really love the second one. I need to own all the copies because I love the covers of these. Usually I don't like real people in the covers of books, but she does this one well. Like this one, and also the first book. It's not of the series. It's a series before this one. It's called Restore Me. I actually would recommend you read Restore Me before y'all get into Revive Me. I just don't own it. So before you jump into this one, read Restore Me first. It's about Mallory's brother and her best friend / sister-in-law. Damn, I forgot her name. That sucks. But I would recommend reading Restore Me first. It's just one book before you get into this series. But this is also well done. Love me some J.L. Seegers. Yeah, but this one's the New Haven series. Definitely recommend. And last but not least, I didn't know if this was considered a romance book, but it has romance in it. And I remember looking it up on Goodreads and I saw a tab for romance. That's all I needed to see. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Now, I read this book, I want to say I read it last year. Yeah, I read it last year on my Kindle. Fell in love with her writing. This is my first book of Rebecca Ross. Now, this is I think people categorize it as enemies to lovers, but it's not really enemies to lovers. The guy never hated this girl. If anything, she did, but it's more like divine rivals. It's more like rivals to lovers. They were just rivals at work, and then they find their way to each other. It's like a magical book as well. It's more, I think it's also categorized as a fantasy, but it really wasn't that much of a fantasy to me. It was more like a historical fiction, war-ish book. Like, I don't know how to describe it really, other than I really deem it as a romance. It was so beautiful. I can't wait to go back into this one and annotate it. I have all my annotations on my Kindle, and I just haven't gone back to do it to the physical book. I plan on rereading it. Can I talk today? Let me know in the comments below if you guys will be interested in seeing me rereading like my favorite books as like a reading vlog, because I obviously didn't read these books before I started filming the videos or like my booktube. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I will do that for you guys, because I plan on rereading a lot of my favorite books this year. That's what I want to do. Yeah, I'm just kind of in the mood to do that this year. I want to reread all of my favorite books, and damn near I'll probably reread all those books I just showed you guys. So yeah, but guys, that was all of my books, all of my romance books that I truly love, that I think you guys should read and that you guys would enjoy as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, por favor, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.